Hey guys, Ponce here with a new impromptu format YouTube series I'm thinking of starting called, I guess, Street Fighter Logs or something like that, where I'll be taking a look at Street Fighter 6, since that's kind of my new main competitive game for the time being, certainly. So I guess the idea is, after a long day of streaming and playing and whatnot, I'll make kind of a YouTube video towards the end of the day where if there's a noteworthy concept I want to talk about, something interesting happened, even just like a game that was good, we can maybe, talk about it, I'll show it, whatever. Don't actually mind the footage that's happening here today. That's not kind of the point. There's an extended intro because I'm just not kind of explaining what's happening. This is just me and a guy I know fucking around in the background here. It's really not important at all. But yeah, in any case, given that I'm coming into Street Fighter essentially as a series for the first time, as I've mentioned, I've played other fighting games in the past, okay level, but the Street Fighter never. So it's almost kind of like a pseudo outsider perspective with at least some fighting game experience. So I'm kind of looking to essentially get better at this game, learn how the full Street Fighter system works, along with you guys, maybe share some tips, tricks, hints of how I'm going to kind of get up there, or at least, attempt to. And so it's the end of the day for me now. The thing that comes to mind is I'm really tired. I should actually just be asleep. But that does bring up an important concept where I found, I know a lot of other people found, and allegedly there's a neurological reason for this, where when you're learning a whole bunch of new stuff, your brain doesn't really kind of format it or input it into sort of, I guess, long-term memory format until you've actually slept. I'm sure everyone's different, like it's probably not like a hard rule or anything, but certainly I have found that when I'm learning something new, I'm going to be able to do it kind of okay. So for example, I'm doing some combos here in the footage in the background, but a lot of it's not optimal. I'm messing stuff up, and for example, that was terrible, whatever I just did there. But I have this idea in my head. I know theoretically what I need to do. And sometimes I'm pulling it off, a lot of time I'm not. I know for a fact that I'm going to come back tomorrow and all this is going to work just a lot better. So for example, that weird jank combo at the end there, I know what I was trying to do, because I know, what needs to get done on JP, but it's just my hands won't do it. Incidentally, as this set goes on, I slowly start to get better at it. But the point is, essentially, when I come back tomorrow, I'm just going to be much better at whatever I was attempting to learn that day, because that's how I'm going about it. I'm trying to learn very specific things, get better at very specific things, and get that idea and put it in my head that I want to be doing something. And then, I'm not going to be able to do it that day, but usually the next day it'll just keep getting better and better. So I guess the point is, for you guys out there who are also just starting Street Fighter, or really anything else, but Street Fighter is the context here. If you have an idea of what you need to do, and you're working on something, and it's not working out immediately, don't necessarily get discouraged. It is an actual, as far as I'm aware, neurological thing, where you're probably just not going to be able to do it all that well on that day, and you'll come back and notice the next day that things are going to feel a lot more, natural, especially, again, if you're playing with the specific intent of trying to learn these things. So anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter. They'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to do these every day, but if I have a topic I want to discuss towards the end of the day, I'll just put up a video. I guess I'll probably put up the next day or something. In between kind of more larger videos where it's a bit more structured and I'm talking about a very specific thing and not like, I thought of this thing and you know what? I think it's kind of important. So yeah, see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Good night.